What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and we have some great battles for everybody today using Trevenant, Gyrados, and Swampert. I went on an amazing run with this team. Absolutely broken 13-2 with it. Wow, it was a lot of fun. Great and strong. So Trevenant on the lead. I've been seeing a lot of Ambroses. So you know why I was like, okay, gonna go with Trevenant. They do have Brutal Swing, but you can survive one Brutal Swing even from a Shadow, and you're gonna be able to get off 2 Seed Bombs, which will almost KO. If it is a Shadow, it will KO. Gonna take this Thunder Punch here, no problem. I'm just also seeing a lot of Charizards, a lot of Swamperts myself, and Gyarados can handle both of those Pokemon just fine. The downfall to this team, Obstagoon is a little troublesome. Technically, it can beat all 3 Pokemon, but by itself, it cannot beat all 3 Pokemon. And you know what I mean? So, like, it beats Trevenant alone. It can beat Gyarados alone, but it's gonna get it. Gyarados versus Obstagoon, it's gonna get it down to a range where Swampert can come in and do some damage, or we throw a Seed Bomb with Trevenant, and that'll take it out. So, seeing a Roserade too, very spicy pick from my opponent. Absolutely amazing. Gonna get off this Aqua Tail. Get some very nice chip damage off on this Obstagoon. And this thing is absolutely loaded. But the good thing is here, I've gotten this Obstagoon low enough where if they want to expend a shield to keep it alive from a Seed Bomb, I'm more than happy to let them expend a shield. I'm gonna no shield this as well. Remember, we have the grass type out of the way already. Out comes a Sylveon. And okay, the charms are starting to add up, but if you throw in correct timing, you can actually get a lot of moves off. So correct timing is going to be 7 mud shots for the maximum amount of mud shots that you want to do. If you have a lot of energy, you're going to want to throw on 2 or 4 mud shots to make sure they're not sneaking a full charm through and you get that 1 mud shot in so that you can get the most amount of energy possible to damage. I'm going for my 3rd Hydro Cannon, and they decide to catch on the Obstagoon. Bad news for them, we have the Seed Bomb locked and loaded, taking out the Sylveon. That is going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. I had a lot of fun with this team. It is spammy. You have your fast move pressure with Gyarados. You have your charge move pressure with Seed Bomb, Shadow Ball, and then obviously Swampert is a staple charge move pressure Pokemon. So it was a very fun, very good team to use. I did make a mistake here. I came in with the Swampert against the Obstagoon. I should have came in with Gyarados. If I would have came in with Gyarados, we would have been resisting the counters. Dragon Breath would have started to add up. And I think I could have gotten Switch off without having to expend a shield. And we could have had the Swampert in the back to potentially sweep. So mistakes that may have been the one mistake I made here. And also Gyarados gets completely walled by Primarina. Knowing in the Master League Premier Classic, all the moves are going to be resisted by Primarina, and Swampert versus Togekiss, it's a lot better of a matchup where these Aqua Tails just do not do enough damage or threatening. And if I had my Swampert with Hydro Cannon, the Hydro Cannons are a lot more threatening to this Togekiss for me to get that shield or do a lot of damage where I can come in with Trevenant, farm down, and have 2 Seed Bombs locked and loaded. So a little bit of mistakes here and there, but you know, just kind of learning the team, tweaking it here and there. But we'll get it right. So Dragonite on the lead. It's back and forth whether you lose a lead or not. So what I'm going to do with this lead, I'm going to build up to the Shadow Ball, and I'm going to bait with the Seed Bomb. It is a Shadow Dragonite, so they are also more likely to shield to keep their Dragonite alive. And now I'm going for the Shadow Ball, going for the 1-hit KO. If they shield this, they don't. It goes down. Left, right, good night, Dragonite. But if they did shield that, I would have let my Trevenant go down, come in with my Gyarados. It would have been a little bit of a fight because I do believe this is going to be Dragonite double ice. So Ice Ghost Spear coming in. We can survive 2 pretty healthily, actually, and we're going to be able to get to this crunch off, see what my opponent wants to do, if they want to shield or not. They actually elect to shield that, which is quite nice. From here, I'm going to let my Gyarados come down. come in with Swampert, get a nice energy advantage. They are 0 shields, and I'm going to throw this Earthquake. It's going to do maximum damage, and I should be staying in, but I tried to catch whatever move it was, and that could have been a mistake, a very, very costly mistake. But unfortunately for them, they go one mud shot over, and we get to another Hydro Cannon CMP tie. That's going to take out the Swampert, and all we have to do is get to a Hydro Cannon here against the Walrein, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Obviously, Swampert is going to be winning CMP tie here, and we're going to take that game. So that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. And a nice... Oh, no. Oh. Scrafty. Little bit of a difficult lead. Trevenant in the XL form can actually take that matchup. Believe it or not, just going straight C-Bomb. You resist the counters, and if they go for a power-up punch and you call the foul play, you can flip that matchup. And you do survive another foul play, to be honest. So... I mean, not shielding the first charge move is probably going to be the best move you can make against the Scrafty, but I decided to come in with Dragonite. They come in with the Trevenant, and I'm going to shield here. I don't want to get one shot with the Shadow Ball. Get a nice little farm down and have a bit of an energy advantage for that Scrafty when it wants to come back in. Scrafty comes in, like I said, no shielding the first one. We survive. We do have residual energy, and they are not swapping out when I bring in the Swampert. This is key, because they're just going to throw power-up punches here. I'm going to go for the back-to-back, just in case they do shield. Swampert wins CMP tie. They do shield. Go for one more mud shot extra. This is going to be saying left, right. Good night, Scrafty. What's in the back? Fire flyer type. Absolutely love to see it. Swampert's going to feast with a shield up. GG's, and that will be the 4-1 set there. Hopping into the next set of battles. Ampharos lead. Gotta love to see it. So you get to 5 as they get to that 3rd Volt Switch, and I like to throw on that just to see if my opponent wants to shield or not. That way you're not letting a full Volt Switch through either. Gonna let this go. Brutal Swing. You can survive. Also, the Volt Switches are resisted, so you are going to be able to survive another, I think, 2 Volt Switches there. But either way, they let their Ampharos go down. They're bringing in a Snorlax. I'm going to swap out immediately. I don't want to get let down. Out comes a Swampert, and well, we got the Gyarados to lock down that matchup, and it's absolutely going to be amazing here, because we're going to throw this Aqua Tail, either forcing that shield or letting their Swampert go down, and I'm completely fine with this. I'm going to go 2-shielded Swampert and go for a very aggressive mud shot farm down here, after I come in with Trevenant to make them expend their energy. So this is very key. Come in with Trevenant, make them expend their energy, and now we can go down, because if I would have came in with Swampert, we would have had to expend both shields, and that could have been very troublesome. But either way, the play here for me is going to be going double Earthquake, because I'm going to be able to make it to 2 Earthquakes before they make it to 3 moves. So that was going to be the play for me, and we just mud shot down, have 2 Hydro Cannons locked and loaded, but they quit the match. So knowing your win condition there, very, very key. Excadrill, an absolute spice pick. Dragonite comes in. Again, I'm going to go for the... Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to shield the Dragon Claw up. I'm going to go for the bait after throwing one more. I don't want them to get a free Dragon Tail through. And then I'm going to come in with Gyarados. Now, Gyarados can survive a Dragon Claw, so I don't need to go down both shields here. But the good thing is here also, if they want to come back in with the Excadrill, which they don't, I had an Aqua Tail locked and loaded. Gyarados comes in. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Gyarados pulls out any counter to the Swampert that we're gonna have, right? So that Swampert has free range to sweep in the end game, and from here I can just let my Trevenant go down. Unfortunately, they got that Dragon Breath sneak through there, and the hardest hitting move is probably going to be the Drill Run, so I'm gonna save my shield here, build up to the back-to-back, and now there's just nothing this trainer can do. Left, right, good night, Excadrill. Have the next Hydro Cannon locked and loaded for that Gyarados. This is gonna be taking them out, and that's gonna be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. Hopping into the next matchup, beautiful lead. You absolutely love to see it. Trevenant into Machamp. Walrein, don't have a complete solid answer, but Trevenant can do work. You just don't want to stay in there because the Powder Snows are going to start to add up. So what I do is I chip it with the C-Bomb, and then I hop into my Gyarados. If I see a Walrein on the lead, I will hop into my Gyarados, or I will throw a C-Bomb, build back up to the next C-Bomb, and catch it on my Gyarados. Because if I did not chip this Walrein, I would not have been able to flip that switch here. And I leave with my health very, very low so that this Machamp can't get a nice big farm out of us. And we're still able to get an Aqua Tail off. And from here, I'm just going to be able to Shadow Claw all the way down. Let them expend their energy and see what they want to come in with. Shielding up the rock side was absolutely key. They come in with a Muck. I'm going for the Shadow Ball. If they want to no shield that, that's fine, but they do. And now we just go for double Earthquakes. We have a shield as well. And we can take a Dark Pulse. If I were to go for a Hydro Cannon, it would not be enough to KO. And I would just get too low. Don't want them risking them throwing a Thunder Punch and me shielding it. So just go for the double Earthquake. If they shield it, they shield it. You shield once and then throw the next Earthquake and you're going to win. Because Trevenant on Machamp, you just shield up the rock slide and you can farm down. So GG's, well played to my opponent there. Trevenant into Swampert, beautiful lead again. You love to see it. They're going to swap out into a Lapras, but I did not like getting hit with the ice shards there. I mean, I could have stayed in a little bit, thrown a Seed Bomb, then came in with my Gyarados, but the downfall to that would be is they would have gotten to the Skull Bash a lot faster. And I did not want that to happen because the Dragon Breaths in this matchup are what is going to matter. And as soon as they get that Skull Bash up, their defense goes up. And the Dragon Breaths do not do as much. I lose count here. They bait me with the Surf, hoping maybe to get to another one, but they don't. Which is unfortunate. We go down 2 shields, but we keep switch. Back in comes the Swampert. We're going for this crunch here, see what my opponent wants to do. That gets no shielded, defense and drop, and we unfortunately can't get to another. Good counting by my opponent. Gonna be able to get to this Hydro Cannon off before we get there. Out comes a Wall Rain, and it's a triple water team. And again, I'm gonna go for the Seed Bomb, get the shield, come in with my Swampert, see what my opponent wants to do here. They're probably gonna be going for the Earthquake here. Not enough to KO, which allows me to get to my Earthquake. And if they want to shield this, it could be a little bit troublesome for us. But they no shield that, which is absolutely amazing. And the good thing is here, we live a Icicle Spear. Bad news for them, I have a Hydro Cannon. Another bad news for them, they shield it. They probably would have lived that. But then I could have Shadow Clawed down. But either way now, I'm almost at another Seed Bomb. So what I have to do here is farm all the way down. I know my health is getting low, but they just expended all their energy. But they bring in the Swampert anyways. Left, right, good night, Swampert. We farm down the Wall Rain. We get the W. Absolutely amazing. Trevenant closing strong there. Charizard lead, gonna go out into the Gyarados. Gotta get out as fast as possible. There's a Chestnut on the field. First time seeing this thing. I think I'm gonna be seeing a lot more of it thanks to Home Slice Henry, who made this Pokemon pretty popular in the Ultra Premiere. So Dragon Breaths are starting to add up. I go for crunches here because I want that defense drop. No chance of getting that, which is quite unfortunate. So now I'm going to be stuck with throwing the ice or Aqua Tail, just getting some chip damage. And now I'm going to go for a very, very aggressive farm down. I'm going to no shield everything here. And I'm going to be able to actually get to the Shadow Ball, force a shield from the Charizard. And they end up swapping out. Okay, this is quite fine by me because now they're locked in a matchup here where I can just farm up so much energy. I kind of make a mistake. I no shield a Blast Burn because now I'm forced to shield up Dragon Claws. A Dragon Claw is not going to do as much damage. So if I would have shielded up the Blast Burn, that probably would have been better for me. I farm up almost to 100 energy. I'm going to throw this Hydro Cannon. Left, right, good, nice. Charizard. They don't come in with the Chestnut. I mean, if they would have cut a couple Vine Whip damages here, like this game would have been over. Like I would have had to expend my energy. I don't know. My opponent just, I guess, clearly not thinking well. But they tried to catch on the Chestnut. We're able to farm them down. And we have the Shadow Ball locked and loaded. And that is going to be a beautiful 5-0 set. Having a lot of fun with this team. Absolutely train wrecking. Going very... After that, I did another 4-1 with this team. And I gained a lot of elo. So be sure to try this team out. Gyarados as your safe swap, Swampert as a closer, or, you know, try to flip switch and get that Trevenant into a good matchup where you can get shields or... Yeah, so let me know in the comments what teams you are running if you would like me to try any teams. We're getting very close to 1,000 again, so thank you all so very much for hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate you all. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are doing a giveaway. Once we hit 1,000, I'm giving away two Go Fest tickets, everybody. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, get your Go Fest ticket, and a chance to win your Go Fest ticket. And yeah, if you guys are all liking the content, I appreciate you all. Hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and like always, we will see everybody in the next video.